Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's awesome destruction test we have production versus custom. Who will reign supreme? In the production lineup we have Schrade, Cold Steel, Sly Steel, KaBar, SOG, Mil-Spec Monkey, Mora. Over on the custom side we have BlackHeart Knives, DMO, BruteForceBladeWorks, Douglas Knife Co., 714, and Backyard Blades. All of these knives are marked for death.
Please, Mr. Man, don't chop us!
We are going to gauge the initial sharpness of all of these blades, irregardless of the maker or production company, using paracord and manila rope 3/4 inch, doing push cuts and slicing to gauge the performance of what you can expect right out of the box from these companies when it ships to your door. Safety first. First up is the BlackHeart Knives Gunner 12 paracord test. Wow. Like butter. Super sharp right out of the box. Next up, the Brute by DMO Knives. This one's freaking sharp as well. Like butter. Next is the RECURVE BOWIE by BruteForceBladeWorks. Oh, it's sharp, but not as sharp. Solidly sharp right out of the box. The Cold Steel WARCRAFT TANTO! CPM 3V. Wow. No effort whatsoever. The KaBar Becker BK7. This is not Jessica. Ooh. OTB is good sharp. Good job, KaBar. Nice. One of the new kids on the block. The Schrade SCHF 37. Ooh, good job, Schrade. Yes. OTB sharpness out of this world. Good job. FAMINE TANTO by KaBar. Ooh. No. There we go. I think the serrations are what messing me up. Decent-ish. Schrade SCHF 9. That actually, I had to tug on that a little hard, actually. It's okay. The Cold Steel BUSHMAN BOWIE. Ooh, not bad. SK5 in the house. Pretty good. Schrade SCHF 17. Whoa, it's like butter. Good job, Schrade. Alright guys, in this series of tests, we are going to take this 3/4 inch manila rope and we're going to be doing push cuts to further test the adequate sharpness of all of these blades. Holy crap, this is harder than it looks. Oh my god. Fail. It's like almost there. I can't get that. Like one little thread. Fail. Oh, shit. Fail. What's up, 47 Ronin? Holy crap. Whew. Alright, this shot and that is mine, and then this one and this one is Matt from American Steelworks. Cold steel, baby! Test. Alright, just to let you guys know before we chop with this, there are some blade rolling. There's a little bit of blade rolling in the BUSHMAN BOWIE because we did just stab it through the dryer like 4 times. So keep that in mind with this chopping performance. Alright guys, what we're going to do with all of the knives is we're going to be taking this dryer, didn't know what it was for a second, sorry guys, and we're going to be testing the tip strength and the coating, and we're going to be looking for blade chipping, blade rolling. Let's get started. This is the BlackHeart Knives Gunner 12. Upon further inspection, there's super minute little pieces of transfer, and there's a little bit of blade rolling, but like I said guys, a leather strop or a little bit of a fine grit on a sharpener will take that right out. The coating is holding up really well, the tip is still doing phenomenal, and we got full on penetration with the Gunner 12. Next on the chopping block is the DMO Knives Brute. Let's get it on. Upon further inspection, there's super itty bitty crazy micro blade rolling on that, but like I said, it's virtually nothing. Most of this is abrasion wear and paint transfer, and cleaning this thing up won't be a problem. The Cerakote's doing really well, but like I said, just like the BlackHeart knife, this thing got retardedly good penetration, and the blade and the coating held up very, very, very well. Next up is the RECURVE BOWIE by BruteForceBladeWorks. Upon further inspection of this blade, there's literally no blade rolling, no issues, not even micro touches. It's mostly abrasion and wear, paint transfer. Like I said, this thing got awesome, awesome penetration. Next up is the Cold Steel WARCRAFT TANTO. Upon further inspection, the CPM 3V steel held up amazingly well. There's a little bit of blade rolling in there, but it's super micro. The DLC coating is doing a very good job. After I clean this blade up, it's gonna look really, really nice. So this thing had awesome penetration as well. Very happy with the results of this blade. Next up is the KaBar Becker BK7, not Jessica. Upon further inspection, the coating got annihilated in the stab test. I expected as much with a powder coat, but the blade held up really, really well. A little bit of wear resistance. The tip is doing amazingly well. This blade is amazingly held up really, really well. Still had awesome penetration because of that good drop clip point right there. I'm very happy with the results. Next up is the new for 2015 Schrade SCHF 37. Upon further inspection, the blade is actually holding up really, really, really well. The coating did fairly decently. I thought it was going to get a lot worse wear, but it still, I mean, it came off about 75%. The tip held up beautifully, and it had great penetration and even had a double penetration, even through 1/8 inch thick steel. Next up is the KaBar FAMINE TANTO. Upon further inspection, the coating got rubbed off pretty badly. The tips is still looking really good, and the edge on this knife is still nice and sharp. There's not a lot of blade rolling. Yeah, for a budget price blade, it's did a good job. Next, the Schrade SCHF 9. Upon further inspection, we have a little bit of blade rolling here at the end, where the blade actually stopped in penetration. The coating held up a lot better than I thought it was going to. The tip is doing really well, and because of the stout thickness of the blade and the fact that it's not as wide, it was a little harder for penetration. It didn't go as far through, but it still hit really hard. So I'm very happy with the results of this knife. Next, the Cold Steel BUSHMAN BOWIE. Further inspection, we do have some decent blade rolling, some wear on the blade itself. The tip held up pretty darn decently considering its thin profile, and it doesn't penetrate as deeply because there's not as much weight behind this blade. It's a very thin blade, but it still did pretty darn well considering. Finally, in the heavyweight blade category, the Schrade SCHF 17. Angry! Alright guys, on further inspection, there is a little bit of blade rolling, small bout, but the tip actually bent on that. It's not very bad. I could file that down and take it out, but since this is 8CR13, a softer stainless steel, I'm impressed with what it did, but like I said, the cheaper, softer steels don't hold up as well. And it still got good penetration, but in the long term of really, really abusive testing, I don't think this would have held out too much longer. Alright guys, after all of that testing and all of this psychotic destruction, I want you guys to go into the comment section below and tell me which blade you think rocked out the hardest, and which would you prefer, custom or production? Thanks for watching guys. I'm out. This is how real men clean their blades.